I got a lot of stress on my mind. It's a nice day to go yak out of line. I'ma call the whole team.
Hey, what's up guys? Team Hard Life Captain Alberto Zertuche here. Well, as y'all saw, I finally casted out the Avet 130, and I did it a few different ways. And one of them actually put a nice bruise right up in here, and I'll show y'all that here in a minute. And it was from when I hugged the reel. You know, I got my hand on this side to do the cast, and I pulled it with my left. And the reason I did that because that was a similar type of back cast that you do on the beach, but since I'm on the pier, I'm on a limited amount of area where I can sit there and maneuver. So when I went to go throw the cast, I pulled it in too tight and I bruised them, and I got a big old bruise right here on my pec, and it don't look too pretty, but at the same time too, I got it to go. Now with the first video y'all saw, I actually did it as a normal cast, but I wanted to also share some more information about, for instance, the type of rod I was using and the reel. Obviously y'all know it's the Avet 130. But here's the thing about it too. The reel was not completely full. It is as it is now when I casted it. You know, it's missing about a 1/4 inch off the spool. So that made it a little bit easier for me to thumb the reel and, you know, get some casting on it. However, what I wanted to do too was kind of show y'all the weight that I was working with when I was casting it. And right now, I'm sitting at 15¼ pounds, almost 15½ pounds of weight that I was holding on my right thumb. Now the trick on casting bigger reels is you don't keep your thumb to the right, you actually move it to the left, and you actually got more muscle to be able to hold down a bigger spool like that. Now the other part of that was when you're casting a bigger reel like this, or you know, any other bigger reel, it takes a lot of weight to get that reel to move, and you have to have a rod that's sturdy enough. I was using a 553, and as you can see in the video, it still wasn't enough backbone to get a good cast. I mean, I got a decent cast. I was maybe 50 yards out of the cast, but still, it was done. Now, I've seen where guys have casted 12-aughts and gotten over 125, 150 yards on cast, and we know this because we were casting, you know, 4-aught HOWs over 100 yards, and these guys were just blowing past us on cast. You know, and two, like everybody else, well, there's no reason to cast a really big reel like that. You know, for the most part, you're right. But on the other half of that is, there are times when we've gone out there and the big waves and big winds have kept us from being able to put out any bait. So what we've done is we've actually used our bigger reels to lob out a good chunk of bait and still pick up monster sharks. Because on those days, those bigger sharks pushed in close where normally your cast outs would reach, but instead, they're smoking the cast outs. So at that point, that's when we upgrade reels to make sure we can catch those big sharks that are smoking the littler reels. So that would be the only instance that you would really need to learn how to do a cast like this. Now other guys, they would do the cast normally because they would take nothing but big reels. Once we're limited on the size of reels, once we got limited on the number of reels that we could take on the pier, people just started upgrading, because then, you know, if they couldn't kayak, well, they would still be able to cast a reel. So that was the other reason why they didn't really care about, you know, the number, because then they were more concerned about being able to get a kayak reel on the pier versus just a cast out. Maybe it was that day that you could kayak bait, so they would kayak the reel. But if they had a small one, then they couldn't do it. So that, I just wanted to share a little more info on the reason why I did the cast. That was that's a monster, I'm telling you. This is a big reel that I ended up casting, and for the most part, it was a decent enough cast. I was pretty stoked with it, but I wanted to give you some more information as to why, and you know, what other things too. I was also using the 130-pound Diamond Gen 3 as my top shot. And the reason for that is because I've been getting a lot of the Gen 3 in because I want to test it. Everybody keeps saying it's the newest best thing. Well, me as a tackle shop owner and a shark fisherman myself, I hear some things and I want to try it out. First off, the coating wasn't bad, the twist ain't bad, but the line capacity sucks. But at the same time too, if you're just getting into hollow core, it may work to your benefit because it won't cost an arm and a leg to get you into the hollow core, which means you can still get hollow core and save money in the long run. So that's the flip side of this coin. So again, like I said, we're still experimenting with it. I've got it on some cast out reels, I got it on a big reel, and we got another tournament this weekend. And then immediately after the tournament, we've got our 3,000 subscriber giveaway. Yes, the fishing trip is next Monday. Woohoo, I can't wait. That's gonna be a lot of footage, you know, with Captain Blair, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good. I can't wait. So again, guys, thanks for watching. We're looking for our 4,000 subscriber mark now, and the reason for that is we actually already got a captain that is donating another fishing trip, and this one is a cast and blast, or it could be nothing but casting. It's going to be up to the guys who win to be able to choose. And again, we're going to do 5 to 6 people on the trip, and I'll let you know a little more information when we can find out. But as of right now, it can be a cast and blast, or just fishing. I'm excited either way. I'm gonna get to shoot film, maybe do some fishing myself. I like to shoot, but let's see what happens. I'm excited. Stay excited, guys. Thank you for watching.